How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Ruffled Rowlet, and welcome back to a brand new video. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into it, today we're going to be taking a look at a lot of stuff, okay? We're going to be talking about some theories and stuff about the deities and stuff in Pokemon Legends Arceus, and just loads of things, so just be ready for that, be prepared for that, just a heads up, okay? Just want to let you know, it's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about. But first things first, guys, today is the last day and the last chance, because tonight I'll be sending in the information, and the winners will be chosen tonight, so nighttime for me, for the giveaway of 3 copies of Legends Arceus. So if you want to still have a chance, as mentioned, there's a link down below to go over to Momo Board to have a chance to win it. So please, if you want to have a chance, go and enter now. It's the last chance you have, because after this video goes up, and after a few hours after this video has been posted, I will be like deciding on the winners and going through, and the winners will be chosen and all that. So if you still want to have a chance, you see your last opportunity right now to go over there and have a chance of winning the games as well. Just join Momo Board, link down below. And also into the future, we'll be doing other giveaways over on Momo Board as well. So if you want to have a chance, you know, being an active member on Momo Board, being an active member of the community, will always give you a chance to have a higher chance of actually winning one of the copies. So just a bit of a heads up on that one. So anyway, ladies and gents, let's get into the information. Starting things off with, first of all, this right here. So we already saw already that there is these 2 clans, you know, the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan of the Hisui region. But what's interesting is that it's been pretty much confirmed, more or less, that of course these are based around Dialga and Palkia, and what they're referring to as Sinnoh most likely is referring to Dialga and Palkia. So here's what they say: the Hisui region isn't just home to the Galaxy team, but also 2 other groups, the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan. They both worship a deity called the Almighty Sinnoh, but each have their own interpretation, which has led them to strife. So of course, they both seem to believe in some sort of legendary thing. Now, one side is the Diamond one is the Pearl one. The reason for that, obviously, is because one side of the clan, like maybe the original person who saw Dialga in their clan saw Dialga, but the other person saw, you know, from the Pearl clan, saw Palkia. And for that reason, they have been in a strife and they've been against each other, because one side claims that, oh, it's Palkia that should be worshipped, and that's the one that we saw. That's the Almighty Sinnoh. That's the legendary. That's the god of all Pokemon. Well, the other side thinks it's Dialga, and the other side thinks it's Palkia, right? So I think that's the conflict that's going on here. And also mentioned over here by some random guy, literally his name, over on specifically Momo Board. If you guys want to make posts here, I will be featuring posts you guys actually put out. And I even mentioned it here, like there's a comment section, so I already mentioned it there to him, that yeah, I will be covering it, and I wanted to cover it because it's kind of interesting. It says, so in the latest trailer, we can see that we have the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan, and they show us their each leaders. So what I want to talk about in this is this scene. So on one of Ruffled Rowlet's videos, there's a theory about Commander Kamado wearing a kimono that has a pattern of the color, or the color of Giratina. So we see that the clan leaders are talking to him before the protagonist enters the room. Let's just say that Commander Kamado really did represent Giratina, which of course he does with his outfit. If you guys haven't seen it, Commander Kamado really does have like, let me see. Let's find him. Here we go. So he really does have a design that straight up resembles that of Giratina. I mean, look at his outfit. Look at the colors on this thing. You guys can see it over here. Look at the color. Like, it's like the kind of faded grade between black, you know, purple and red. Like, they're just kind of fading through exactly the colors of, well, who? Giratina, of course. And we're not even going to ignore just the general, like, scheme of this this coloring, but also the fact that this guy is the leader of the third entity in this case, because you have the 2-sided entities here. You have the Diamond Clan and the Pearl Clan, right? Those are the 2 general entities, and then you have the third one in the middle, which is always what it's been. It's been like a trio of them, right? You've got those 2 and then the middle one. And guess what? This time it's the same thing. You got the 2 clan leaders, but then also this expedition team, this third group, this separate entity in this case. And he says the color of Giratina. So we can see that the clan leaders are talking to him before the protagonist sends doom. Let's just say that Commander Quadro really did represent Giratina. Does it ring something to you? Yes. They look like the trio Trio Dragon, Dialga, Adamant, Giratina, Commander Kamado, and Palkia, which is Irida. And yeah, this makes the most sense, right? With possibly us, the player, being the equivalent to Arceus in this case, with these 2 groups fighting with each other in some way, even the Galaxy team being like a bit of an obstacle there, and then we being, as the player, the kind of outside person looking in, right? Maybe that is the case here. Maybe that's what's going on. Well, I mean, of course, we'll have to wait and see what happens with this, but that does not seem too unlikely, to say the least, all right? So it seems like a possibility. But we continue on, though. This was posted by Riddler Q saying, who is slash are the Almighty Sinnoh? Only one option is correct. I voted for Dialga and Palkia. I think that's most likely the case. It wouldn't be Giratina because that most likely is represented by Kamado. Arceus doesn't really fit it either. And initially, when I saw the trailer, when they were referring to Almighty Sinnoh, I assumed it was Arceus, but then I realized, wait a minute, why would they be conflicting with each other if they both believe in Dialga and Palkia? If Arceus is the holy deity and shit, like, it just wouldn't make a lot of sense. It just would make more sense that it's Dialga and Palkia, but they have differing points of views because both of them believe in the separate legendary, right? And that's probably what's going on here. And even like Steelix says that Dialga and Palkia, obviously. So yeah, Dialga and Palkia make the most sense. And it says, the more people hit the correct answer, the more bonus info will be given. Choose wisely. And yeah, Steelix is a bit pissed. For fuck's sake, guys. It's literally been officially confirmed already to be Dialga and Palkia. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, the Almighty Sinnoh could be all of them. Could be, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, and Arceus. Could be just, Dialga and Palkia, but no, because the way they're referring to it is a bit conflicting. But it's got to be either this option or this option, right? It's either all of them or just the two of them. So it's either that. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that, though. Soul Silver, however, did put together a really big theory of what he thinks all is going on here, because we do have a literal connection between characters once again. So let's take a look at it. So the possible origin for Dialga and Palkia hints, or origin from Dialga and Palkia. As you can see in their designs here, you can see at the bottom of his robe here, there's like these three things sticking out on both sides, which could be a part of like the design we might see with Dialga, like with Dialga and Palkia, what they look like. Same thing here with like the circles she has around her like arms and whatnot, and around her neck. Could have something to do with the designs of Origin, Dialga, and Palkia, which we most likely will see in these games. We continue on downwards, though. These are more obvious. You guys aren't ready for this one, though. Do you notice these people have a clan logo, just like the Diamond slash Dialga and Pearl Palkia clan? Time to break down that symbol, but for me, it's related to Arceus Giratina. Check out the tweets below. And then, of course, this guy, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but he looks very similar. This man looks very similar, Ginter, I'm guessing in this case, looks oddly similar to Volkner. Yes, even sitting down, and there's going to be a picture down below, I think, showing that off. And this guy has oddly similar style, like with his, hair and whatnot, to a certain someone called Cynthia. And even what, like, specifically was said by Riddler says, like, that there's, like, how would you even say this, right? That, like, there is some weird thing going on here, okay? Like, like this guy's gonna follow you around, right? He's gonna be an active guy who's following you around. Also, I'm gonna put my hat on because it's expedition time. Okay, so this guy's clearly gonna be related to Cynthia. Clearly, he's got some connection to her. This guy's related to Volkner, obviously. We're gonna get into why. We're gonna show pictures and stuff. But oddly enough, down here, so Riddler says, actually, the fifth god also existed, called Yellow Dragon, mentioned in ancient Chinese literature, represents the central earth element, color of yellow, etc. Could that be Giratina? We'll have to wait and see. Here's the same dragons in Digimon. I was reading through replies of many, and you said they are in other games like Shin Megami Tensei and Beyblade. Timothy's comment here is intriguing. Is it Arceus the Yellow Dragon or Giratina the Void? I don't think Ku mentioned this for nothing. And then you can see down here, points by Timothy says the Chinese myth has has the being in the center named Huanglong, which is the yellow dragon, but the Chinese myth says that the center represents the void, which is the fifth element, who is in the center being, the yellow dragon or the void. I only know this because of Digimon 02. Is there a connection there? We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, this one is pretty clear. I mean, look at this. Come on, mate. That's just a bit obvious, isn't it? That's just a bit obvious. Come on, that's just a bit obvious, isn't it? Yeah, clearly this is a Volkner's, even the way this guy's calm and relaxed and calculated, that's the way Volkner always comes off, like this calculated, smart guy. He's not like a fool, you know what I mean? He's not an idiot. He's a smart guy. And guess what? This one is pretty obvious. This one's pretty freaking clear. But that's not all. Even this one for what do you call it? The Pearl Clan. It clearly has a bit of a design inspiration from May and whatnot. It's got a bit of that vibe on it. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. And obviously here, we can see that this is, like, it could be an ancestor of Cynthia's in Pokemon Legends. I mean, look at his hair and everything. Even his position and the way he moves. My man looking fresh, I ain't gonna deny. But, like, yeah, I don't know. This dude, like, I think, like, I don't know why, but this guy looks just fun, man. I don't know. Looks freaking badass. And boom, just like that, Ku even confirms this one before I could finish the thread. He says he's the biggest boss of the whole story, apparently. You could look forward to his god follower style. This info is fake, apparently. But yeah, again, he's been messing with us. this whole time. And again, shout out to Soul Silver for letting me know about all this whole theory of his. A very odd thing to base it off of, but it's definitely something, some kind of third clan. But yes, we have the Ginkgo leaf shape, which in this case could be relating to the Ginkgo clan, which is the name of the guild. Ginkgo comes from the tree Ginkgo biloba. Some people hold that this tree was saved, tell that this tree was saved from extinction by monks who grew them in temples. That this is very disputed. People generally believe it was introduced to Japan for medical reasons. And guess what? Their clan is the Ginkgo, guild. So yeah, that's what they are. Like, not a clan, they're a guild, right? They're a guild. So they're, a bit different, to say the least. But apparently, so here's what's interesting. PLDH says, the Ginkgo guild is named after the Ginkgo trees, which are found in China. The guild's emblem is based on the Ginkgo leaves. The press release states that the Ginkgo guild is not native to Hisui. Ladies and gentlemen, could this be our first foray into the potential that the next generation could be based on China? Because honestly, it wouldn't be surprising if they based it on China. Recently, as you guys may have known, Pokemon Unite was the first time that I think, Chinese company got to make an official Pokemon game. Pokemon Unite was made by Timmy, I think, who's owned by Tencent, which is the biggest freaking conglomerate in China. And also, China is a big market, okay? China makes a lot of money, okay? As much as you might not like their government and shit, guess what? Companies love their money, okay? And they love that moolah that comes from there. And guess what? If they base a region off of China, oh my god, will they be able to, like, sell that to that audience over there? Like, you can just easily push it to them that way. And this possibly could be the case, but even just beyond that, they could just base it on it for fun, not even just, like, for the sake of sales. It's just, like, in all fairness, China has so much history that you can use, so many cool aspects to it that you can actually use for design, within the game. So if we just ignore the political situation and shit, just generally, ancient China is the perfect place to base a Pokemon-like thing on, or take inspiration from, rather, just in general. So, continue on. This took a wild turn, but China/Tibet/India Gen 9, is that you? Or, as were mentioned by Chumori down here, simply mean, Ginter is whatever that is, Japanese name, and boss, Volo is whatever that is, not Japanese name. It's unclear where the Volo came from, but you still see where the Ginkgo guild came from. Ginkgo represents the feathers spread by Ho-Oh. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's an interesting take on it. Okay, wait. We're back on track with what this thread was about. Rowan's ancestor is the villain, confirmed. Or, at the very least, there's got to be a story there connecting to Giratina. Well, Giratina doesn't inherently need to be evil. Such a good call from a few months back. From, of course, your boy Barbie Elite 4. But yeah, you got that shit. But yeah, we continue on though. Now that we have the characters whose designs are clearly based on Dialga and Palkia, I won't be able to unsee it. But yeah, it's obvious, mate, that he's based on it. And then also, okay, so this is basically two different threads in one, but I can't help myself. A Viking Pokemon region would also be so amazing. A very interesting theory indeed. Honestly, mate, basing one on Sweden would be the coolest thing ever, dude. I mean, I've been basically growing up my whole life in Sweden, so, I would be totally fine with it. I'll be loving that. Blonde hair, bluish eyes, pale, tall, named Volo. Guys, he might be from Sweden, not to mention the flag colors. That is true as well, though. I did think about that, looking at this guy and looking at the guild. I did notice, like, oddly familiar. Like, why is he got, like, blue and yellow? Like, blue and yellow just seems a little too close to, home. Literally too close to home for me. But, like, shit, mate. If they actually go for that, it'll be amazing. If they base it on Sweden, dude, best thing ever. But, ladies and gents, that's more or less it for this video. I think we've pretty much gone through most of the stuff. What do you guys think about this? A Chinese region? Do you think that's happening? Or something totally different? Do you think a Swedish region might happen? Because, bro, oh my god, that would be amazing. Of course, Nintendo doesn't have a lot of, like, a foothold in Sweden and whatnot. We get the games there, but, not a lot of foothold, if that makes any sense. But ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy it, drop a like down below. As previously mentioned, guys, if you want to have a chance to win yourself a copy of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Legends Arceus. I keep saying BDSP all the time. But if you want to have a chance to win one of these copies, then simply go to the link down below. Today is the last chance because late tonight, I will be giving the winners, like a message and whatnot. So just be ready for that. But yeah, ladies and gents, thank you for today. My name is Ruffle Rowlett. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you guys. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace out. Bye-bye.